Okay, everybody, we back swinging with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G back up. All right, look, y'all know how this go, family. I ain't been through much of this, maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. This lady on the same planet with us, she looking for herself a man, fellas. Let's see if we can make the assessment and find her one.
Angel.
Angel, where you calling me from?
I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri, currently.
St. Louis, Missouri?
Yes, by way of Fort Lauderdale, though. So.
Okay, Angel, St. Louis, Missouri. How old are you?
I'm 43 to be exact. 43.
43.
Hashtag Nene, 43 to be exact. You know, the Phaedra Nene thing? Never mind, whatever. Okay.
Shout out to the Ross Wives of Atlanta, girl.
Yes.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini, and I'm awesome. I'm funny. I'm cool. I'm fun. I'm not this. People hate us. I don't know why.
Well, I'm not.
I know you hate us too, Kendra.
I will say this. I just haven't had, in my personal life, I didn't have good experience with Gemini men, and I think some women too. But overall, I would not use that as a way to, judge all Geminis.
Yes, for sure.
What I will
for sure.
say with
The guys,
Geminis are, you guys really are two different people.
Definitely. Like, I'm super nice, super cool, super fun. But if you make me mad.
No, that sounds like a Taurus. Like, Taurus is, we're super nice, super fun, but then if you piss us off, you get the bull.
Yeah.
A Gemini to me is you're literally, you're just two people. Like, you could like, I feel like there's a part of you that is super Christian, and then the other part of you is crazy. So here's famous Gemini. Famous Gemini.
Yeah, totally.
Kanye West is a Gemini.
Yes. Tupac.
Donald Trump is also a Gemini, I believe.
Yes, the good people. Well, Donald Trump, but Kanye, Tupac.
Listen, Kanye, and I know Kanye in real life, he crazy as hell.
Yeah, and Chicago. I'm from Southern Illinois. I went to UIC. Kendra, you're the shit. I love you.
I love you back. Okay, we'll leave you alone, but she's a good Gemini. She's a good Gemini. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Angel, 43
okay.
Gemini. You have any kids, honey?
I do. I have one. She is 15. And yeah, she just had her first lacrosse game tonight, and I'm waiting to pick her up from school. So I left the game and everything, and I came home. So I'm just waiting.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I do operations for an IT company, actually, that's based out of Chicago. I work remotely. So, yeah, I do operations basically, though. Yeah.
So, Angel, St. Louis, Missouri, 43 Gemini, mom to a 15-year-old child, operations outside of Chicago, operations for IT company. Have you ever been married?
No.
All right, let's do it.
First thoughts, family, fair use, family, fair use. First thoughts, family. Nice looking woman, not a bad looking woman at all. She 43, you know I'm out with that. Single mom of one, and I think she a nice looking lady. She don't seem too bad, fellas. Look, I know I don't speak for all the brothers, so she might got some sense. Let's see what's going on.
So we got Angel, St. Louis, Missouri, 43 Gemini, mom to a 15-year-old child, does operations for IT company, never married. No. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Just somebody who is mature and ready. You know, I think that one thing I say about myself is that I didn't rush into things. I mean, like I said, I'm from Southern Illinois. I moved to Chicago to go to college. I lived life. I had fun. You know, I did all the things, and I've seen what I don't like, and I've seen what I do like. And I just want somebody who's ready, who knows what they want, and they're willing to work for that. I want a man who is intentional, and just really is ready to go for what he wants and just move forward in life and not play the games, because I feel like that's just so prevalent, you know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, the standards have went out the door, so these men don't got to work for stuff
anymore. Tell her my daughter's game is over. She was JV, so I'm waiting for the varsity game to be over.
Who am I telling this to?
Sorry, I know better because Kendra, I've been watching you since this started, and I should not be reading the comments. But first off, yes, I am a single mom, but I make more than people who have families together, and I'm a single mom.
There we go. There we go. She started it. Soon as somebody asked her for some accountability, she started talking about how you broke and she got paid and she paid. And she don't even know who she talking to. She don't got a clue whether she make more money than their family. So you know she capping. She just popping it. She think that's a way out of having an answer about being a single mom. She thinks she could just tell you that, and that would mean something to you. Why the hell would that mean something to us, baby girl? It don't. It don't mean anything to us. Just answer the question. That's all. If you ain't gonna answer the question, you shouldn't have even responded. You sound like a teenager already. You arguing with people you don't know, and you capping, talking about you make more money than them, and you don't even know them. You ain't never seen them before. There's no way you could know that.
But I take care of my child very well, so we're good. But her game is over, and I was waiting for the varsity game, so I came home and I've been watching Kendra's show, and I'm just waiting to go pick her up. So don't play me. I'm that.
I'm still on.
You feel the need to explain all that and don't play you, baby girl. You ain't that. You all right, and you was doing all right till you started this. All right, I see she childish. We can't get away from that, can we, fellas? She in her 40s. She act like a kid. She arguing with some people she don't know.
The subtle shade of.
But she came on here looking for a man. She came on here looking for a man, and she want to argue with the comp. I see why she's single.
I'm a single mom, but I make more than you and your man, girl.
Because I do, so that's fine.
Let me tell you something. And even if you did, I wouldn't give a damn. It ain't gonna make you hotter. You all right, but baby girl, you up here popping it. And I'm telling you right now, the kind of men you think you might be talking to, not gonna give a damn about none of that. None of that. You must be doing this for women. Because men ain't gonna give a damn about this. None of this you talking.
That's okay. That's okay.
Y'all better stop playing with Angel. She told you at the top of the hour she was a Gemini. So you knew she had this side a part of her. So don't learn the lesson twice.
Yeah.
Let's keep going, girl. All right. Okay. So I asked you what you wanted. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are cheaters, liars, like the standard stuff, obviously. I mean, like I was saying before, I think I was just trying to tee it up, but it's kind of like, I've seen a lot. So I don't have unrealistic expectations, but I don't want somebody who, is just like, you are intent on lying. You meet the markers, you touch on the markers of narcissistic personality disorder. I don't need all that. I just want somebody who.
Let me tell you why men so intent on lying. Because whenever they tell you the truth, they gotta go through all this crap. Don't nobody want to have to go through all of this every time they gotta tell you the truth. If they ain't gonna lie to you and coddle you, they gotta go through this. Oh, I make this and I make that. So, bro, how long you think a guy gonna sit around and let you boss up on him? Because you ain't gonna get a man making more than you. That ain't gonna happen. I'm looking at you. You're a nice looking woman, but you where you at in life? You in your 40s. You in motion. You doing too much. All right, chill out. It's a man that would love to have you, but you gotta relax. You gotta relax so you can get them. All of this boss stuff you gonna bring, we don't want that shit. Take that boss shit and just throw it in the trash. We don't like it. You ain't never gonna be the boss of no man. Not no kind of man. Not a broke man. He ain't gonna never consider you above him. Never.
Is really true and genuine, compassionate. I don't want somebody who's like I said, having the baby mama drama. I'm 43 years old. I don't mind a YN, but I would prefer like somebody around my age, and men around my age are kind of like,
She don't mind a YN because a YN will push up on her and break her back. He ain't gonna do nothing for her, so she can't keep him around. All he can do is break her back and need to live in her house. And she don't want that. She don't want no man that need to live in her house. She can't go and brag to her friends about having some cute dude who she gotta take care of because women don't count that.
they're hit or miss. They either want their age or they want younger. And I don't really want to play the games anymore. So the deal breakers are games, lies, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, men your age always want younger for a reason because this what they get when they come and deal with you. They don't want that. And if they gonna have to deal with that, they taking it from a young chick who they can actually get something from. They can't get nothing from you. And then you think you're gonna sit around and make them miserable with this? They not gonna let you do it, baby girl. They not. You're going to keep getting left and you're going to keep sitting up here popping it, getting bitter and bitter because you think it's a man who should be okay with being in hell so you can be happy and you lost your mind. It's not going to happen unless you're going to be taking care of him.
Okay. No guy that wants to play games. What's the age range you want to date, Angel?
Probably around 35 to 50.
35 to 50. Okay. Should
Listen up, ladies. You pull up on a man, he in his element, and he doing this thing, and you ain't going to tell him shit. He ain't gonna be interested in what you want unless he interested in you. You ain't gonna make him interested in you by talking big to him, trying to keep talking to him like you somebody he need to contend with. You're just gonna get on his nerves. And the last thing a man want when he my age is some chick that's getting on his nerves.
he? I'm trying to think. I can't even think of my own questions. Oh, should he make a certain amount of money? Because you already said you make more than these women and they man.
Listen, I'm reasonable. I would say anywhere from 70 to 100K is fine.
I'm reasonable. Okay.
70 to 100K. Listen, we know 70 or the 100, not much, but it's more than most men make. Most men don't make that kind of money. So you're still asking for an elite man. You're still asking for an elite man to come and settle for this. Why? Because you got a job and a career. You think he ever gonna give a damn about that? He making $70,000. He taking care of himself good. He ain't gonna need you to take care of him. Men ain't gonna never need that. That's something you need. He not gonna try to go get that so he can get you. You can't give him nothing.
I mean, that's reasonable, I think.
I think
I just feel like also though.
Baby girl, what's reasonable is a man who will be all about you, treat you right, and do the best he can. That's all you can ask for in your 40s. You can't come out here demanding stuff from men. They ain't gonna pay you no mind.
Too, because you always say this in your things, like, is that where you are? Yes,
no.
that's where I am.
I don't say that. Well, this is what I say. Yes, we do ask that question.
A man ain't gonna never care that that's where you are. All he worried about is where he at. And any man that meets you gonna be older. He where he at, and he fine where he at. You need all this shit. He don't need all of this, and he ain't gonna try to get all of it so he can have you.
So let me say this. Yes, we do ask that question if you make that. What I will say is, and I understand this, and I want to convey this. I understand the logic. So
y'all come through with this stuff. Y'all gonna push up on a man long as he ambitious and can make more. You ain't gonna tell a man none of that shit. He just gonna agree with you, but he fine. He don't care. He gonna say anything that'll keep you dropping them draws. If that's what he need to say, and that's all it's costing him to just say this. When you get tired of him saying this and think you can do better, you'll move on and be single. And find the next dude who gonna come along and play with you like this. Because what you asking for most of the time, y'all not getting.
It makes logical sense to me as a woman when a woman says, I make 100K, I desire him to make 100K, and that's what it is. And I get that from the logical standpoint. But then I have to go to the math equation point, right? So the math equation point is where the logic kind of gets washed away, because there's just not a 100K guy for every woman that makes 100K. And then also,
guess what? It ain't a 70K guy for every woman that make that either. No, and most of y'all lying. Most of y'all ain't making nothing. Y'all think that make y'all hotter. Saying you make all this money ain't gonna make you hotter. That ain't gonna make you hotter. It might make you hotter to a dude who don't got shit and need to live in your house. But to a man who rolling, he ain't gonna care. He having it his way out here. He ain't even gonna listen to this from you. He not. He ain't gonna care what you want. Trust me.
The man that makes 100K
doesn't want.
He might not